Is sending email a spiritual thing? Or how about writing that report, or even at home raking the leaves, changing diapers, or even watching television? Are these normal, everyday, run of the mill kind of things we all do all the time spiritual things, or just plain drudgery? Brother Lawrence, in his 17th century book, The Practice of the Presence of God, said, "The time of business does not differ from the time of prayer. And in the noise and clutter of my kitchen, while several persons are at the same time calling for different things, I possess God in as great tranquility as if I were upon my knees at the Blessed Sacrament." I love old books, and almost all my favorite authors are all dead. Brother Lawrence and his book definitely qualify in both counts. You're pretty sure it'll have a lasting effect because it's lasted so long. In his book, Brother Lawrence describes his efforts to be continuously communicating with and in the presence of God. If you've ever tried this, you know it's not easy. He talks about disciplining his heart and mind to focus on the love of God, not just during the spiritual services, but all through the day and in all the day's normal mundane activities. You see, in his monastery, Brother Lawrence was assigned to kitchen duty for 30 years. He was the self-proclaimed Lord of all pots and pans, and he spent a lot of time with those pots and pans, and, as it turned out, with God. He learned that you didn't have to go to a retreat or a quiet place to be with God, but could meet him wherever and whenever you wanted when your desire was motivated by love. He said, men invent all kinds of means and methods of coming to God's love. They learn rules and set up devices to remind them of that love, and it seems like a world of trouble to bring oneself into the consciousness of God's presence. He continues and says, it might be so simple. Is it not quicker and easier just to do our common business wholly for the love of Him? So, how about that email? Can it be a spiritual time with God? Yes. I'm not going to sugarcoat it though. It's not easy to do. It takes practice. It is so easy to get distracted and lose our focus. Our goal here is to keep Jesus top of mind throughout the day, and one way to do it is to set up reminders for ourselves as we go about our business. So do you have a smartphone? Great. Program it to remind you periodically, every 45 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever, to check your focus and make sure it's still on God. No phone? No problem. Place notes or yellow sticky things all over, whatever, all over your route for the day. Put them on your coffee maker, your computer, your dashboard, refrigerator, shoes, wherever. The whole point is to constantly remind ourselves to remember. With practice, we can live more and more in the presence and the love of God.